Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 7th. We are just going to jump right in here, Libra, and we are going to take a look at what is going on for you at this time, Libra. Libra, feel free to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time, Libra. At the end of this reading, I'm going to pull 3 yes or no question cards, and I will give you time to think of your questions. If you don't have questions, that's fine too, because I will be putting them all together. But Libra, let's see what is going on for you here. Libra. You start off with this nightingale spirit says love is all around. So I feel for some of you, you could be experiencing a loss basically at this time. 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords here, and the Death card. Wouldn't surprise me if you're experiencing a loss in your life, and I feel like you need to realize that there are other love options available to you. I get the feeling that if you're looking for love, by the way, that there's someone coming in very quickly. Actually, it's kind of like surprisingly fast as well. I think it's going to be one of those things where you look back and you're like, wow, this person showed up out of nowhere. So I do feel that for some of you. This is also a card of like needing to sing your own song. So definitely like a very independent energy. You have the 5 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and the Emperor here. So some of you have left an Aries or you've gone through a breakup with an Aries here. I feel like you need to realize like how much you have to gain from new love, not old love. You have the Fates card here as well, so I do feel that if this is a breakup, that it was kind of like fated to happen this way. I feel like you need to realize how much you have to gain as well. I mean, 5 of Cups, if he were to turn around, he would see this bridge that leads to this castle over here, and it's kind of like a card of having a lot more to gain than you realize. So I feel like you have a lot more to gain than you realize here. For others, I feel this could just be some other type of loss that you've experienced, over the last few weeks. It's kind of popping into my head as like the last few weeks or so, you've experienced some sort of loss. Could be like a job loss, business loss. I do feel for some of you it is financial, but it's like the loss is, like for some of you, I almost am getting more like breakdown energy where maybe something broke, right? And you had to pay to get it fixed. So, that's popping into my head. Let's see where this is going here, Libra. But Libra, you have the 6 Wands, definitely a victory coming in for you, which is nice after this heavy energy. 8 of Wands, quick success. And the Hangman, needing to gain a new perspective. In a lot of ways, I feel that whatever you've gone through was like fated, You have the Fates energy here. The 8 of Wands on that 5 of Cups is really saying that once you turn around, once you see that what you do have, then things are going to move forward very, very quickly. This is one of those readings where it's like, I feel like you could change things on a dime. I feel like you could change your energy very quickly with the Hangman, just by seeing things from a different point of view. It's kind of like one of those things where like a little bit of a mindset shift here would be very beneficial. I do also feel that there is a victory coming in for you here with that 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords like wanting to win. I do get that energy. I kind of, in a lot of ways, I understand kind of where you're coming from here, is what I'm trying to say, with that 5 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. Because to me, I feel if you've gone through a breakup, I feel like someone either did you dirty here or, that you deserve to win. So I feel for some of you, that is kind of like, maybe you have gone through a breakup or a separation, but there is a victory that's coming in for you here. I'm probably going to pull an extra row in this reading, because it's like, this is like one thing. Next, you have the Fates card. Again, I feel like this is fated, whatever you have been through, obviously. I feel like it's just time to like sit back, relax, recover. You have the Yin energy as well here. So I feel it would be a good time for you to kind of like take no action towards whatever is kind of going on here. You have the 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Definitely having gone through a heartbreak. 9 of Wands is like, putting up boundaries or protecting yourself. So I do feel for some of you, you are putting up boundaries or protecting yourself. And Knight of Pentacles is like putting in the work, working really hard towards, something that could make you very successful. Knight of Pentacles is like one foot in front of the other. So I feel like there is a lot of success coming in for you here with that Knight of Pentacles energy. But I feel like you need to stay focused here as well. For a lot of you, definitely like wounded warrior energy here. So, like I said, I'm gonna pull an extra row because to me this whole thing is just talking about one situation. So some of you are clearly in that wounded warrior position. The good news is, like, intuitively, I feel like you're definitely not going back. You're definitely not going backwards on the Nine of Wands. I feel like you're more moving forwards because of this Knight of Pentacles. So let's get more to this story. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is something that, if you had a heartbreak, I feel like it's something that made you feel very stuck, something that was very hard to escape. Yeah, you have the King of Pentacles, feeling like it's gonna be this way forever here, Libra, and the King of Swords, but it's not. You know it's not. Is what I would say. Very simple reading here, Libra. This has this right here is feeling like you're, it's like, I don't know if you've ever been so sick that you feel like you're just never gonna feel better. I feel like you've had that feeling in whatever this heartbreak that you've been dealing with is, and it could be anything. It could be in love, but it could be a job loss or a financial loss here. It's like I feel like you feel that you're going to be stuck there forever. That's what these two cards are saying to me, the King of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. I feel like that energy is the energy of feeling like things are never going to be different. Things are never going to be, or never going to change. The Three of Swords reminds us that, heartbreaks are temporary because it is raining on the Three of Swords. It doesn't rain forever. And the Eight of Swords, she is standing in a very shallow pool of water here on this card. And it kind of says that what she is worrying about is very shallow. She's making a much bigger deal out of something than she needs to. So I would say, don't do that here. And I also feel like it's like you're starting to see glimpses of like the action that you need to take here with this King of Swords. So again, it does seem like a good time for you to rest, relax, heal, recover with that yin energy card that you had here. But I do feel like you're kind of starting to understand like why you had to go through something that you went through. And that's really what's popping into my head here. You have the Fox Spirit here. This is a card of blending into a situation, and so I feel for some of you, it's like needing to tap into that energy, right? Needing to tap into the energy of blending in, and you have the Death card, which is going through a transformation. So it's like if you've been sad for a very long period of time, if you want to be happy, I do feel like you have to start forcing yourself to be happy about things or do things that you enjoy doing. I think, if you've gone through like a difficult breakup, it's like the last thing you want to do is watch a comedy, right? But for some of you, I feel like it is time. I feel like it is time. I feel like it's okay to have a pity party for yourself for, however long you need to, but there also does come a time where you have to kind of pull yourself out of that. And that's kind of like what this reading is saying to me. It's almost like I feel like you are pulling yourself out of it, even if you have to fake it with this Fox energy. This is an energy of stepping into another energy. It's like, if you're sad, it's like stepping into the energy of happiness and just pulling yourself out that way. So I'd say like small baby steps, but I feel like you're doing it. You have the King of Wands, Page of Swords here, and the Death card. I would be careful, like if you're, spying on someone that you went through a breakup with. I would be careful of doing that because I feel like it's just, keeping it fresh in your mind. It's just, it's probably not a good idea. You should probably stop watching tarot about it as well, is what I would say. But, it is what it is, right, Libra? For others, I feel like you are, like I said, this is the change. This is a transformation that you are going through here. You have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's the same person. It's like this person didn't give enough in the situation. I feel like you always felt like they may turn situations more, this is like a transactional relationship. So for those of you that went through a difficult breakup here, it's almost like everything with this person was a transaction. It's like you always owed them, something, or at least they made it seem that way with the Six of Pentacles. For others, this could be a boss, by the way. So again, if you had a job loss or if you're miserable at work here, Libra, this to me would say that I feel like you feel like you owe. It's like there's always like something extra that your boss wants you to do with that Six of Pentacles, maybe above and beyond your job description. So some of you might be miserable because of that. You have the Moon here, needing to keep moving forward. And you have the Queen of Swords here. Yeah, things are becoming clear to you here. For some of you, I feel like you're seeing that things just wouldn't work out between you and this person over here. So King and Queen of Swords to me are divine counterparts, but they're like the worst divine counterparts. They're fighting, they don't get along, they have lots of problems, yada, yada, yada. So I feel like for some of you, it's like that's what you're realizing about a person. For others, I feel like you're becoming more clear on how to have a transformation. Where is this going, Libra? We need to ask. Let's pull this. You have a cleaning it up card, so I feel like you're cleaning up your energy here. That would make sense during a Mercury retrograde. I mean, during a Mercury retrograde, we clean up our energy. We kind of clean things up, get things organized. You have the Six of Wands. You're heading towards a victory or good news coming in for you here. Knight of Cups, new love, Knight in Shining Armor. And the Queen of Wands here as well, being bold, being assertive, very attractive at this time. For a lot of you, I feel like this is saying that this is very similar to another reading I just did. I don't remember who it was that I did it for, but this almost is like a blessing in disguise reading, kind of. For you, it's different. What I would say here is I feel that there's something new coming in for you that's just so much better, Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor, that it makes whatever this is look like nothing. So for those of you that are leaving a relationship, I feel like this is like your true Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you here, Libra. If you're leaving a job or if you've experienced some other type of loss, this is like a victory after a loss. In a lot of ways, very simple reading. Again, there's no reason, I try not to drag readings out because I just don't think readings need to be, super long because, sometimes tarot just wants us to know one thing, right? And for a lot of you, I feel like you're understanding why you had to go through some difficulties and challenges here in the past, over the past few weeks or months. For some of you, I feel like this is difficulties you've been going through for a while. And I think that the Three of Swords is more of like a mental state that you have. This right here is more of a mental state that you've been in, because it's like if you've been experiencing something for too long, then it almost feels like it's part of your energy with the fox spirit, right? It almost feels like it becomes a part of you. So what I mean by that is like if for years you've been having a hard time getting a job, it's like then, it can become dangerous because it's like then that becomes part of your identity. It's almost like you're like, I'll never get a job because I don't get jobs. It's like it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? This part of the reading to me is saying, there are going to be opportunities for you to realize why you didn't get that job. Maybe it allowed you time to study so that you're actually going to get a better job. Maybe you find out you don't need a job. Maybe you win the lottery next week. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. It could be anything, right? So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're starting to see why you've kind of had this mental state. You're going to have to change the mental state with the fox spirit. So again, I would like step into the energy of something that you desire. You have the Three of Cups here. Definitely a celebration coming in for you. So I like to see that. You have the Magician, you create your own reality, and you also have the Page of Swords here. Page of Swords is a card of curiosity, so I feel like you need to be curious at this time. This is a very simple reading. I feel like the clean it up area here is kind of like saying you need to clean up your vibes. I feel like you need to clean up your energy and step into like a better energy. Something is definitely missing from your life here, Libra, and I do feel like it's weighing on you heavily. I almost, it's kind of weird because I almost get like Ten of Wands energy, like a burden. Something here has turned into a burden or has become a burden, and has become like this very heavy weight on your shoulders. I do feel for some of you, it's like people in your life could be making it heavier as well. It's like if you can't get a job, people might be criticizing you and all this other stuff. So something has become that. And I feel like what you need to realize is it's like you need to embrace the energy of someone who does have a job. Or if you want love, you need to embrace the energy of someone who does have a solid relationship. And then that's what you'll get here in the end. Pretty simple. Libra, we're going to pull 3 yes or no question cards here. And let's see here, Libra. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions. But we're going to do 1, 2, and 3 here, Libra. So for question number 1, I would say yes. I feel like you need to be patient, but I would say yes. For question number 2, I would say yes, Hermit. I feel like you have earned this. And for question number 3, you have the Magician, yes, major new beginning. I feel like this makes perfect sense with the reading that you've been through. And it's funny that I said that because I feel like this is something you've been through, something very difficult. But I feel like you have been through a lot with this energy, and I feel like you're kind of healing with this energy as well. Definitely ready for a new beginning is what I would say. I feel like even having the Magician twice, Libra, it basically says that you need to. It like says that it's time to start using other tools. He has mastery over all the suits in the tarot on the Magician, and it kind of like says he needs to use the other tools. He's only holding on to a wand in his hand, but I mean, really the suits are here. This is more of like a magic wand that he's holding on to, but it kind of says like, don't use just one tool. If you've been having a hard time getting a job, it could say that maybe you're going for one type of job, but there's actually something better that you could get that's different. So it kind of wants you to look at things differently. If you've been struggling struggling in love, it's like maybe you always go for one type of person, but there's another type of person who's much better. So again, I feel that there is something much better. I have to get more clarity. I'm too nosy here, Libra. So we need to pull an extra outcome row, because like what is much better for Libra? We'll pull this card. Be loyal to what you love. Boom, right there. Here, Libra. This is coming up. This type of energy is coming up a lot. Is like needing to do things that you actually want to do, not what everybody else wants you to do. And I kind of get that here. But let's see. You have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, investing in something new. You have the Four of Cups here, and the Three of Cups, major celebration coming in for you here, Libra. So I feel like there is like something you love to do, and you should probably do it. For others, it's like this could be one of those things, really this reading is asking you not to settle, is kind of what I'm getting on this last row. Four of Cups is like just, I feel like this is what you've been experiencing for a long time. And I even feel like I said this to you in a recent reading. It's like you're trying to manifest things, but it's like nothing, it's almost like nothing is manifesting, is kind of like the energy that I get there. So let's see here, Libra. You have the Judgment card, a rebirth coming in for you here. The High Priestess, needing to trust your intuition. And the Death card, major transformation. Every single sign that I've read for this week has had something about going through a transformation. Makes perfect sense to me because of the astrology. But I feel like you're going through a transformation at this time. I feel like you need to trust your intuition. I also feel like there's something, it's almost like something saves the day here in that last row with that Judgment card. But I don't know, it does look like a little bit heavy of a reading here, Libra. And I would just say that I feel like you need to, your best advice here is to step into the energy of something you want. But there you go. So thank you for being here, Libra. I really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But thank you, Libra, and definitely enjoy your week.